and the Roach sushi video. I loved doing that one. I loved
That was rough for me.
I just thought it because Matt, loves you were known to love to go to Japan and enjoy the foods and everything there. Sushi, of course, being the staple, and he hates cockroaches. So I thought combining the two, I just loved visually the idea of like a roach over rice.
Have you guys seen that video?
No.
Okay, so basically,
roach over rice.
It was the sequel to the Finn Wolfhard.
Think of like salmon.
Yeah,
sushi.
that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah,
And
little teriyaki sauce.
No, for real. So like, we have this nice ass set, and they're bringing me out this 3-course meal of different sushis they've cooked, and they're all disgusting. Like they're all
one's
gross.
like octopus filled with like cheese whiz and
What
other
the
shit.
fuck?
And like
dude?
that's not disgusting, but it's gross. You know?
It's
like,
gross.
I don't want to eat that.
That's fucking disgusting.
And I think it's done. And then they bring out, they're like, hey, we actually have a surprise, like, 4th dish for you. And it's a fucking cockroach on top of sushi.
But you actually have you are petrified of roaches.
Oh, I have a
You have a big
horrible fear of roaches. Like, if I saw a mountain lion out in the wilderness, I would be less scared than if I'm in my bedroom at night and I see a cockroach up on the ceiling.
Really?
What is it about roaches?
I don't know what it is. It may be something from when I was a kid. It's I just see it and I can't explain it. I have a fear of vomit too. Like I can't explain that. It
Really?
just triggers this
Really?
He has a
horrible
fear of you have a fear of other people vomiting.
Yeah, I can vomit fine.
So
but, like,
so you don't like even lurching noises?
when I was a kid,
I used to fuck with him a lot.
Like,
He's asking so that he can fuck with you. That's exactly why he's
Like
asking.
that?
no,
Yeah, that doesn't bother you. I don't think.
I'm mostly over the vomit fear because drinking was what kind of helped me
Yeah,
get
I
over
was gonna
that.
say you must have had a shit time on cold one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'm pretty good with that now. It's mainly roaches. Roaches. Fuck.
So what's your first reaction when you see a roach in the kitchen, or what do you do?
It's like an instant like my
Serious,
mind
huh?
like I black out for a second and I,
Right.
I just kinda,
Wow.
like, go
Your
back.
computer restarts.
Yeah, exactly. And then I gotta run.
I loved the reaction in the video. You can kind of see him. You can see the moment where he realizes fuck, but also this will make good content.
Right.
It's like that
is such-
seesaw where it's like
Yeah.
this
Fear
is gonna
factor.
suck,
It's fear factor.
but
type shit.
people are gonna like it.
That's the
That's
fucked up thing about YouTube.
Yeah, that is so
Like,
fucked up. Actually, that
Terrible
feeling.
experiences that you in the back of your head, you're like, it's shit, but it's also got a silver lining.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, and it's like it'll be immortalized. It's
Yeah.
like this will suck for the time being, but then I can look back and be like, oh, I did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
yeah. Ever since we started the podcast, we've justified doing so many things we probably shouldn't have done because it'll be a good podcast story.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I feel
like
that.
you just want to keep building to the night. You want to keep adding to the fucked upness so that you can talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
it later. It's a dangerous game.
Anyway,
night.
I put the sushi in. I ate it. I didn't swallow it. I chewed it.
We
Is it
heighten the
crunchy?
audio so you can hear that fucking crunch. Well, there's the
Oh.
part where he's chewing, and then there's this one crunch where you know the insides.
Like that was the moment.
So it wasn't
like
like
Pops?
dried?
Huh?
It wasn't dried?
Well, so
Edit in the sound. Edit in the sound right now.
How did you procure it?
I got the roach from. I originally wanted to get canned roaches because you can buy those, but I couldn't find
They
any
eat it in
the
like
time.
China or something like
Yeah.
that.
Interesting.
But so I went to a local reptile store, and they have a bunch of roaches they feed the reptiles. So, and I was like, hey, can I buy a few roaches?
You got a lizard? Not quite. Not exactly. Just Matt.
Here's the thing: is like
I looked up tutorials on how to cook roaches,
Wow.
not with flavor, just to make sure.
Yeah,
appreciate
that he
that.
wasn't getting a parasite. Yeah.
But that's the thing is like when they presented the dish to me in my head, I'm like, oh, like they were safe with this. Like I know my friends wouldn't do something horrible to me. Like this is like a novelty roach to eat. Like it's a real roach, but it's been like prepared through like some novelty company. Like you can eat this roach, like the candy that's scorpions or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna get
like
hurt from
crickets.
that. So I eat it, but then later I find out he gets it from a fucking reptile shop, a tank of roaches that are walking in their own shit. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna die from this. Like,
we boiled it.
you
did something at a
boiled
high
it.
temperature.
You fried it.
Okay.
So it's
You
something-
dropped it in oil.
Yeah. Okay. We
Oh, so
we
you
fried it.
pan fried the little bastard.
So that for some reason I feel like that made it even more squishy on the inside,
it
like
was-
the squirt happened. Like
It
Oh.
was rolled, if you dropped it in oil, then that would have sealed in all the juices, surely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
fantastic.
Okay,
That's
then
not
perfect.
good.
That's exactly what happened.
What do they call it with a shrimp when you have to remove the shit vein? Or is it just deveining?
I know what you're talking about.
Do they surely you have to do that with an insect,
Who
or-
knows, man?
you
I've
ate
never
that
thought about
roach's
that.
poop.
I've never thought about that until just now.
We're just
His
making you relive
reaction
this.
is so visceral in the video. I've never seen like a more horrified human being. like legitimately before my eyes.
It got me.
Then
It got me good. I was fucking like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was the moment where I realized it was in my mouth and I had chewed it.
the decibel level was high.
Oh yeah, it was
like,
bad.
Like popping a pimple.
Way worse. That's
Oh.
that's satisfying.
What did it taste like?
Dirt.
Dirt?
Like the best, like earthy.
It was just the mere fact it was a roach that fucked you up,
Yeah.
right?
Because like in Thailand, I ate a scorpion. And
Yeah, but
that it actually tasted really good, but it was the fact that it was a scorpion that like got to me.
what
Well,
did
they
it
didn't
taste
get it from a
like?
reptile store and then put it in.
They
the...
probably got it off
was
of a
probably
tree.
also
range.
seasoned and shit. And
It was yeah, I ate a scorpion, and I wouldn't recommend because the shell of a scorpion is like just broken shards of plastic.
ew.
Not
I don't know.
fun.
I've enjoyed eating scorpions in the past.
Really?
hmm
So,
They tasted like potato chips.
but
No,
do
it
you,
tastes
do
good.
you get the
Crisps.
shell thing? Like, is the shell thing the same, or do you think you just
Although,
had a bad
to be fair,
scorpion?
there's probably lots of different types of scorpions.
What
that
did you
could
start
eat.
with though? Like what part of the scorpion?
The not the tail or anything like the.
You hold it
main
by the tail, and
abdomen
then you-
bit.
I started with the two claws and the head. And
I guess the claws would probably be like that. Yeah.
because it's like they're related to like crabs, so it was almost like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
crab
you're
claw. And I
right.
was like, it tasted good.
They,
though.
they taste good.
It was good.
I
Have
remember
you eaten tarantula?
I haven't. I want to though.
Have you?
I ate a tarantula. Don't bite into the like web sac bit.
Oh,
thorax.
no.
Like solidifies when they die, so it's like you can't chew through it. So you
Ugh.
just put it in your mouth, you go to chew, and you just get this really hard shit. It's gross.
Like how you're like the next time you order tarantula.
Yeah.
don't do this next time.
Get it well done.
Right,
Came
that,
in a can.
that just gave me flashbacks to
Ooh.
when I was a kid.
Weird.
Canned tarantula.
When I was a kid,
You
I
have tarantula every meal.
yeah, almost daily actually. No, I was in a river that was drained, so it was just a bed of rocks basically, and we were just hopping around the rocks. And I remember turning one over, and there was a nest filled with babies, basically basically a sack. And I was like, "What is that?" I touched it, and a bunch of like little spiders just came pouring out of this thing.
Glad
all
you
over
I've
my
said
seen those
hand.
videos where
Oh
it's
my
just like
god, dude!
you see this like kind of ball in the corner, then they poke it, and then
Yeah.
they all just
Oh,
I've done that before. Back in South Carolina, you used to
Yeah.
like camping. You'll see one of those sacks and you poke it, and then
Yeah, just a bunch of little
Zerd
babies.
rush.
Exactly.
glad you
Oh,
said
yeah.
spiders because you just said you turned over a rock and found a nest full of babies.
all these little infants started crawling everywhere.
No, as you do, you know.
I love that visually.
yeah.